Good morning, sunshines. Happy Monday to you. Excited. I missed you guys this weekend. I noticed there was 2 days because that's how long the weekend is, and I didn't get to talk to you guys. And I was like, maybe I should do a video. And then I was like, well, maybe not. But I missed you guys. I hope you had a delightful weekend. While you guys share, just share something spectacular that you did this weekend because that would be super fun. Morning, Jennifer. How are you? So you are joining, morning, Paul, our miracle morning together. And I had thought about, oh, I love your hearts and your thumbs up. It makes me feel so freaking happy. Good morning, Teresa. Morning, Victoria. How's everybody doing? Morning, sunshines. Good morning, Steven. Mine is just so good today. I just have to take a drink of that. So I know now you're just going for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we, every day we get together and we do our miracle morning, right? Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Tamara, or at least the weekdays, like I just stated. And I was going to review the miracle morning a bit today, but just as a reminder, what we're doing here today is setting up powerful, just a powerful presence in our life and a proactive presence in our life, not letting life happen to us, but finding little consistent ways to take control of our happiness, our success, our relationships, and all of that. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Who else did I just miss? Tanya. Good to see you guys on here. Morning, Michelle. And this morning, we're going to talk about a specific subject. But before we do, a couple of you guys are writing your good morning sunshines because that's what we do when we wake up, right? It just makes you feel great. Good morning, sunshine. John Carroll was on a flight back from Hawaii yesterday to California. And first thing this morning I woke up to was a good morning sunshine text. And there's something about good morning sunshine that just makes my heart warm up. So thank you, John Carroll. I loved it. And then we share, after you do your good morning sunshine or hashtag GMS, something that you're grateful for. So you guys warm your heart up with your gratitude. No matter what's going on in your life, it just feels so good to have gratitude for what you have right this moment. And you know, for me, I'm thankful for my warm drink, my warm decaf coffee, since I'm not having any coffee or caffeine lately. Which means I don't have my tea, but I'm going to be so thankful when I start to have it again. I'm going to be so super thankful. I'm thankful for my babies. I'm thankful for an exciting week ahead of us, and I'm thankful for you guys. So share anything that you're thankful for. Oh my gosh, Michelle, you're so cute. I love it. You guys read each other's thankfuls and gratitudes as well because it'll make you feel warm, right? Morning, Jess. Morning, Fritz. Good to see you guys. Also, I think a couple of you guys were just sharing your weekend if you had anything spectacular happen, because doesn't that feel good to share? Good morning, Tom. I saw somebody was out on the lake. That sounds incredible. And of course, we're always thankful for that time that we have with our family or the extra time on the weekends. So when that extra thankful, I'm thankful that I don't know if it's a weekend or a weekday because that's just how my days flow, which is pretty incredible to have created that. All right, subject at hand. I've been excited to talk about this one. And before I even get into it, I want you guys to participate a little bit, okay? So I want you guys to write down and actually answer my question in my comment when I posted this. Okay, so your pets, your children, or you. Who comes first? Who do you take better care of? And if you want to give me an order, give me an order. I take care of these, this, and then this. If you want to give me percentages of how much effort you put into those different areas of your life, then give me that. But just give me some sort of expression because I want to literally find out from you guys. This is more of my reading, my personal development that I've been doing. Morning, Casey, how's it going? And I want to see where you guys land and if it's in accordance with what the reading and studying that I've done is, because I'm just curious. So share with me, who do you take care of better? Sometimes I talk so much and then you guys don't write anything. So kids, hubby, me, then dogs. Kids, me, then dogs. Kids, hubby, house, me. Oh, I yeah, add other things into there, just other things that are most important to you. This is incredible. I love it. And as you're looking at that and you're what exactly does that mean? If you need a little bit more context around it, so keep sharing your order of how you take care of things. Think about if somebody, like, if something was wrong with, okay, like, so like, look at the health. This is always easy, right? Look at the health of your animals. When they have something wrong with them, do you take them to the vet? And then if they have something wrong with them, do you actually give them what they need to be healthy? Same thing with your kids. How well do you take care of the health? If your kids need to go to the doctor, do you take them to the doctor? If they need to be coddled, if they need to stay home, do you do that for them? Are you watching out for the health, right? And I love that you guys are adding house in there, because like, it's amazing to me. I didn't even think about that some of us are taking better care of our household and where that falls in priority. So like, when something's awry, or when you're looking at the security, safety, just the goodness in something, where do you spend your time? And this is proving my answer, or this is proving the studies that I've read, which are just with your answers right here, you guys. And I love it. Keep going for anybody else who's joining, or if it's a rewatch, right, rewatch and then share later on, and we'll go back through and read. But the discovery is that most people, you guys, most people will take better care of their pets than they will themselves. And I think that he chose to use that example because, like, our children and our spouse is a little bit more obvious, because but like some people, their pets are their children, right? But even in that whole context, you guys, I think most of you guys put you at the end of the list. Me's at the end, me's at the end, me's at the end. Dogs are after me for one of them. Me is in the middle. That's awesome. So looking at that, and then we have a me first, which is amazing, which I freaking love. Here's the crazy thing, you guys, is that most of us in this study there's something wrong with somebody else, anybody else in our lives. In fact, you have a friend that's in need or in trouble. You have a child that's in need, and it doesn't even have to be in trouble, but they're just in need in some way, or you see that they're hurting, or like, what about when they see that they're not a friend, when you see them insulting themselves, and you're like, why are you so hard on yourself? Like you're amazing, you're fantastic, you're strong, you're loving, and you lift them up because you so believe in them. You support and you care for your animals. You support and you care for your children. You support and you care for your husband. You support and you care for your house, your household, your home. And then you put you on the back burner, if you even make the list. You guys all put you on the list because it's a part of, I gave you like 4 different things, right? And I think a lot of you are on the list because you're watching this. So you've already taken some steps to better yourself. A lot of people don't even make their own list. Like, when you really just sit there and think about that for a second, you guys, you don't even make your own list as a priority to care for. And it's freaking amazing. There's these studies where like people that get transplants or have to have so there's like some sort of, I don't know, I should have read it again, but so they have to have some sort of medical transplant. And to make this work afterwards, and it might have been a blood transfusion, but to make it work, you have to do certain things to care for your body to allow for that to fully heal yourself. And so many people don't actually finish up the process. They don't actually take the medication or take the things. And it's not like do I really need this medication? It's your body will not accept this different being going into your body unless you take this, and they just don't. Meanwhile, they're making sure that they set out their properly portioned meal for their children. They're giving their pet their medication and grooming them. They're making sure their husband has dinner on the table afterwards, that the house is clean, everything else is taken care of. And you look at the mirror and you're not even taking the medication that could keep you alive, right? And it doesn't have to be that dire, you guys. In fact, not at all. When you look at your own self-care, this is a reminder on many levels, but when you look at your own self-care, you're only as good to other people as you are to yourself. And I get it. You're like, no, but I'm giving to everyone else. But here's the thing. If you're not caring for you, number one, how are you supposed to show up for anybody else, right? How are you supposed to show up when things get bad, when things aren't perfect, when you're not your best self? You're showing up for them, not your best self. You're showing up for your kids, not your best self. You're showing up for your husband, not your best self. You're probably painstakingly taking care of the house, and that's not best for yourself. You're showing up for your animals, for your friends, not with your number one self, which means you could be showing up with a little bit of a bad attitude, with a little bit of negativity, with a little bit of gossip, with a little bit of like, even though you're doing it, you have like a because I have to do this instead of I get to do this. So your presence is not as bright and light and smiley and giving as it could be if you made you number one and then poured into others. And that's really hard for a lot of people to take, making you number one and then pouring into others. And there's a reason for it, which is going to be the last thing I talk about. And it's because generally, you guys, you know yourself better than anybody else knows you. And because of that, you are your biggest critic possible. You know what you did wrong yesterday. You know if you were supposed to go to a workout and you didn't and you feel guilty about it. You know if you took your vitamins or not. You know if you ate good nutrition or not. You know if you snapped at the kids, when you were whatever or not. You know if you said that you were going to get like this done and you didn't. Like we're so hard on ourselves, right? Because we know every one of our faults, every one of our fall shorts, every one of like just anything where we're critiquing ourselves. And because of that, a lot of times it ends up that we're loving others instead of ourselves because we don't think we deserve it. That's what it comes down to for a lot of people. We don't think that we deserve the self-love, so we give it to other people. So that's one reason why you might do that, you guys. And I'll talk more about this in a couple other like videos maybe this week. That's something that's hard for me to help people get through. It's continuous work, it's continuous development, it's continuous practice of self-love, but it can also be an instantaneous transformation of realizing that you deserve love and you're perfect the way that you are. And when you can show up like that, you show up better for everybody else. But that's hard, right? So some of you, that might be what it is. You put everybody else first because you don't think you deserve it. Now, others of us might say that we do it because like almost like noble, like I care for these guys first and these guys first and these guys first, and then it's me at the end, right? And it feels good because we want to give so much. Morning, Caitlin. Morning, Jeffrey. Just seeing where people jump on here. Sorry. So like we feel like it's like so good. It feels like so noble to be like giving to everybody else first. And especially like my pearls, the people that like are just really after like loving, giving, supporting. And I get it. Like that's where your heart feels like you're coming from. But it's just, there's a reminder there that realize you can only give to your wife, to your husband, to your children, and you can only care for all of them and your friends and your parents and your family as much as you do for yourself. So if you don't take care of your health, what are you saying to them? Like, it doesn't really, like, I might die 15 years earlier because I chose not to watch the rising cholesterol and heart disease that's in my family and make sure that I'm going for regular runs and eating my vegetables and taking care of myself. So I might cut you guys short of 10 years of my life because of that. Like there's something like that, right? I might show up in your lives every day a little bit agitated, a little bit frustrated, a little bit short or like on edge because I'm not taking care of my mind because I put you guys first. So I show up to you guys a little bit unhealthy, a little bit in a poor mindset, just a little bit not me. When you bring yourself to number one and you take care of that, and this doesn't mean that you walk around thinking, I love myself, it's all about me, like let me take care of me, not you, not you, not you. It means that you wake up 30 minutes earlier and you have a routine, a miracle morning routine. This is just an option, right? And you take care of you right off the bat. It means that you make better choices for you, realizing the choice that you're making for yourself is the choice you're making for everybody else. You can't make a good choice for them and a bad choice for you and feel noble about that. Right? So the point of today is just, do you take care of everyone else better than yourself? And if so, which I'm going to tell you is the majority of people out there, like almost everyone gets caught up in that. So there's no like right or wrong answer. It's just, if you can identify that in your life, what if you could make you number one? That doesn't mean that you love, like, well, I believe that you need to love yourself so you can love others fully. That's my belief. Yours might be different, but make yourself number one in means of prioritize your health mentally, physically and spiritually, so that you can show up in the lives of everybody else as the strongest, best version of you. And then that's when you can show that you really love and care for them. That's when you show that I love you so much that I'm not doing this, this, or this, because I know that that's not making me the best me. I've stopped these different things so that I can show up for you and be the best me for you. That's love. Like, to me, that's true love. Like, that's when you're really giving yourself, when you're willing to love yourself so you can give yourself completely to somebody else. That's where you know you're really in a space of love with everyone that's around you, right? So, good morning, sunshines. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Naveen. Good morning, everybody else who just jumped on. Excited to see you guys here. See if that makes a difference for you in your week. And, but it doesn't seem as much attention. Oh, I like that. I love that. So, this is just a really good comment I want to mention with that. So so I get that completely. Like, I love me, but I don't get as much attention. Like, of course, like, I love me, I respect me, like, I you know, of course, but I don't get as much attention because everybody else, sometimes, like, we feel like that sucks our attention. We feel like, how can I take care of me when I've got to get the kids to practice? I've got this, and this. I've got to keep the house cold clean. I've got to do all this other stuff. And that's, totally get it. That's where it's the prioritization and making the commitments to the small things. It could be this video each day. It could be 15 minutes in the morning of mindset preparation. It could be making a few dietary or like nutritional changes. It could be a small commitment to walks. It could be just taking maybe 30 minutes for you, for that mindset, for the peacefulness, for the quietness. And you guys, it's just like working out, where people say they don't have enough time to work out. And I'll express to them, and there's actual studies that show when you work out, you're more productive during the rest of the day. So even though you took 30 minutes off of your work schedule, you can get more in. I feel like this is that same thing. When you take 30 minutes for you and focus on you and your mind, body, and spirit health, you're able to show up more effectively and efficiently in the rest of your life, that you can give and love harder, do more in just a short amount of time, right? Quality, not quantity. Like, always, that's what I think you go for. So, you guys, thank you so much. Happy Monday. And I just have to say, I'm also super thankful. My baby is 11 weeks, so I only have one more week of wanting to sleep and barf all week. I hope that goes away. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Good to see you this morning. Good morning, Miracle. Good Miracle Morning. Good morning, Sunshine. All of that wrapped into one. What did I say last week was my sign off? That's the way the cookie crumbles. You guys, help me with a better one. That's not the appropriate one for this. But for today, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Bye, guys.